Hey guys, David from the Trade Study. I wanted to put together a quick video on Boeing. A lot of people talking about Boeing. I actually took this trade on November 17, 2020, and was expecting a big move, but Boeing's kind of funky. It can do a big move in either direction. The idea of how I came up with even watching this trade, as you can see on the daily chart here, as we look at its year performance, it has gone from highs of 375, I think even 400 at one point, all the way down to coronavirus selling concerns to a low of $89 per share. And what caught my attention here is the last couple days. If we look at this stretch in November, I'm going to zoom in and you'll see here that we have this increased volume, then a little bit of quietness, right? We're going to calm down, and then boom, the pop happened here. We went from 158, 175, 180, same story here. We saw a little bit of selling, more selling pressure, and then this build up the last couple days. So whenever you see all this movement happening, it yells opportunity. So let's dig in now to the bigger picture here on the trade, and why I put this video together is that I looked at the 5-minute chart. That's normally what I like to trade with if I'm going to be doing any active trades on the day. And it was a bit of an interesting setup because I did want to grab some time, not go with weeklies. I'm not a big fan of weeklies, to be honest, because there's just so much risk associated with them and a high time decay or high beta. For those of you familiar with the options Greeks. So what I looked at is next week on the November 27, 210 call strike, and I was anticipating Boeing to at least get to about $207.50. As you can see here, this is where I took profit, this green line at $207.15. And I was looking at an entry right around here at 199 with 28 cents. The reason for why I chose this area specifically to enter the trade, I'm going to highlight this here, it was right on these candles, is one, would look like we had already reached the bottom here on the trading for the day, or the low of day on the price, and then we see here volume kicking in on the day trading this. Massive buys were coming in, ticker tape was all green, and it was indicated here by the volume as well, continued volume. And also, I got the nice 9 EMA crossing over to 21 EMA, confirming a bullish push upwards. I wanted to hold on to it, and the even better reason why I really like this trade is I'm going to show you guys why I chose this price level too, is that Boeing can move in any direction, right? The idea is simple. I wanted to use this as pretty much as my support or my loss that I'm willing to accept. So I entered at 199.28. Wanted to use this as my test that, hey, if I can't keep the price above this range, I'm out of this trade, because I know historically speaking, Boeing has strong pushes upwards and strong pushes downwards, actively trading it. So I'm okay with taking this here as kind of my accepted level of risk right here. So let's highlight this area, and we're going to put this as our red. And so as you can see here, exactly, that's what I was willing to risk, about $1 price move on the underlying asset. I wanted to aim for anywhere from $4 in the opposite direction going up, which I have this noted resistance level here of 202.87, working from previous further out time windows. But more importantly, I was looking at this 207, 207.50 range because, oh, there we go. Because if you look at the chart further out and not on the 5 minutes, so like the 1 hour, 4 hour, you will notice that $207.50 tends to be a pretty tough level and a significant level for Boeing. So the idea here is that you got all of this range to work with, right? And here's the beauty of it. This is the reward, and then this is the risk. You're risking $1, and I was risking about $4, 4-1, 8-1. That's a pretty favorable trade to take, and even if you kept on holding on to those contracts, the price ended up increasing and following, respecting that 9 EMA line I have here on the 5-minute chart, which then led to an incredible move to the upside. So how did this look on the option contract that I traded? I specifically went with the 210 call. Next week, I was thinking of even holding on to them, but I was just so satisfied with the move and a 100% return. I couldn't, or it was a 90% return. I couldn't refuse that. That's money that I can use towards other equities, stock holdings, long-term portfolio, that kind of stuff. So as you can see here, it was around this entry. As you can see, the option contract very similar to the price movement here on the stock. Entered right around here, $3.40 per contract. Got in, and we had that peak here, right? Very similar. Then a consolidation, and then the rip through here, which made all the contracts on Boeing appreciate at a ridiculously high rate, depending on which contracts you got. And guess what? We reached about $6.45, $6.50. I think it was around $6.50, $6.45 that I closed them out at, and I'm okay with that. That is a ridiculous return. This was our exit right here, and then as you can see, very much like we did with the underlying asset, it was an amazing risk-reward setup that I really liked here. So I thought this would be a good video to share with you guys to get an idea of how to position your trades if you're going to be actively trading. If you have any questions, any comments, please let me know. I'll definitely be doing more of these videos, setting up explanations for certain trades, ideas. And as you can see here, as I highlighted, this is pretty much what you're working with. This is about a 1-to-4 risk-reward ratio. These are the kind of trades that you do want to take advantage of because the setup is in your favor. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and send me an email if you have any questions. Alright, thanks and have a good one.